Like that's what I mean when I tell people like I don't really drink much. They're like, "You're English. What do you mean you don't drink?" It's like I think it's like a prerequisite for an
like
English
ingrained
guy.
in you from a young age.
Yeah, no, it's just I think. Well, when you're younger, you do things. I mean, it's natural, isn't it? When you're like 18, 19, you just want to go to the club, don't you? Like, end of the day, like if you don't, it's
got that testosterone pumping.
Yeah.
Where are the girls? They're in the clubs. Where are
well,
the
you're just like the boys are going out, innit? Like you just like let's go out pre-drinks, and I think it's normal. Like if you're 18, 19, you don't experience that, and like I don't know. I just think when you got the hangovers, then. You're not really thinking about, you're just like, oh, let's go like Macca's, get some food in. Like, it's a bit funny. You tell a funny story or it's like your weekend's gone. But like, as you get older, I think it plays on your mind. Like, there's another weekend gone. There's another weekend gone. And you're not focusing on your actual goals, but they're there. They're telling you like, bro, because there's no way if you have a big night out, the next day you're getting shit done. Like there's no way. You might get like something done.
Like on Thursday, you're feeling all right again.
Yeah,
and then
exactly.
It's just like, let's pre-drink for the weekend.
Yeah. So I think all them years, I mean, I think it was like up until about 25, 26.
Yeah. Hey legends, welcome to another week of the Interchange podcast, and thanks for joining me, Ben Lowe, again. Now, before we go any further, I have a very small favor to ask, which is actually something quite big to me, but it's going to be minimal effort for you guys. And that is, if you have been enjoying the podcast, please don't forget to hit like, subscribe to the channel, and share this with one of your friends, because the more eyes we get and the more subscribers we have for this platform, the more I'm going to be able to grow it and the better guests I'm going to be able to bring for you guys. And in turn, the bigger impact it's going to have on the world. And that is my vision. But back to where we were. Have you ever met a pommy lad that didn't drink? A geezer that wasn't just down for the sesh? Well, let me introduce you to Joe Beighton, and it wasn't always this way for him. See, when I first met Joe, he was a party animal, a playboy, and up to no good, just like I was at the time. But he has now had a revelation which has helped him to turn his life around and realize that there was more to it. So he is now using his story to help inspire so many other people to get into their fitness and turn their lives around also. Now, Joe started his own fitness brand, which is Trailer Fit, which was conceived during COVID. And it is his vision to take this all around Australia so he can change the lives of thousands of people around the country. So, to hear Joe's story, stick around because it's a good one. And if I've ever met a man that talks more shit than me, it's definitely him. So we had great banter. I'll see you over in the episode.
We're back.
Take two.
Thanks to
my spastic endings for that one. Let's try him again. Mate, Joe, I appreciate you coming up, bro, and having a bit of a yarn with us today. So you're all the way up here from Melbourne.
Yeah, mate, just come for a little 5-day getaway.
Yeah.
It's just like, think you got to sometimes, it gets a bit boring when you're just in the same rut, like busy lifestyle. I thought I'd just get away for a bit, have 5 days, reset kind of thing. So, yeah.
Was that something you sort of, I guess, try and do regularly because it's like you feel like you struggle when you're in the same environment, you can't thrive, or is it...
Oh, I beat myself. I try to do like too many things at once.
Oh, no, that's really
and then I'm just like, no, I just need to stop, do that thing for a bit.
Yeah.
And then just like go away, set some tasks and just be like complete them while you're away with no other distractions. You know what I mean? Just do them. Like instead of just trying to do like half an hour, one thing, like, yeah, it doesn't work that way, does it?
You've got to focus on that one thing, right?
Yeah, it's hard.
You're probably like me, bro. Like shiny objects everywhere and the shiny objects just take over. Yeah, bro. Now, I've obviously been following your story for a little while now, man.
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to the fitness stuff. And you did yourself a bit of an injury just recently.
Yeah, man.
Which has put you out of action.
Broke 3 metatarsals in my foot. Oh, so yeah, fucked me a bit, to be fair.
Not ideal.
It was absolute killer, but yeah, just still tried to it's hard on your feet because they say stay off your feet, but how you meant to stay off your feet? Like, what,
that's exactly right.
Everything you need, you need to get up and walk. You know, like anywhere you need to go, you got to use your feet.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, it was actually kind of a blessing in disguise, I reckon.
Yeah.
So I think
I started your own fitness brand, right?
Yeah.
Trailer Fit.
Yeah, Trailer Fit. So I basically turned a trailer into a gym.
And you built it all yourself. Fit out for it. Background in welding, yeah.
Yeah. Welded it all myself. Just kind of came up with the idea in COVID.
Yeah.
So then, that actually, it was a sheer accident, but I was just going at 100 miles per hour and that actually fell on my foot whilst trying to get it on the car.
Yeah.
There's some pins weren't in right, which is my fault. I should have done like a check, but I was just like 6 a.m.
And the whole trailer
Yeah, it just bounced off my foot basically, like 2 tons straight on my foot.
Like while you were getting ready to go to work?
Yeah,
to run a
yeah,
class,
yeah,
or?
yeah. While I was getting ready to do a class, I still tried to do the class after I broke my foot. Like I said to my mate, I was like, "We still got to run the class." And mate was like, "No, you can't. Like, just cancel it." But I still tried. I was still like, "No, I can't cancel it on people." But yeah, I think I just learned. Like, I was just going at 100 miles per hour, and it was kind of like some blessing. I don't know, like. It was weird. Obviously, it stopped me. It slowed me down. But at the same time, I was able to like think about like I said, just stressing myself out with business, trying to go like you just sometimes you got to enjoy the process, eh?
I think that a lot of people get so fixated on the end goal
Yeah,
and don't actually enjoy the journey, man.
Exactly.
It
Yeah.
sort of forced you, if I'm paraphrasing here for what you said, but to be more present in your journey. Yeah.
Yeah. And then I spent like that time while I was off, like 8-10 weeks of like no getting around, like no work, no nothing, like the very minimal. I was just like, focusing on like more the brain, as in like acquiring more knowledge in the fitness industry. Like did a short course from the UK with some guys that I liked, and then like just started doing some other ones that I wanted to just add some more like ammo to the belt, I guess, kind of thing.
Like
which was good.
More value in yourself,
yeah, which is good. Like, but then after like 10 weeks, I was like, man, this is driving me nuts. You know what I mean? Like,
how long were you actually off your feet for and couldn't train? Because the thing was, obviously, I saw you. You're still training. You're in a moon boot. And you're still in the gym, pumping out the
still
dips,
going,
pumping out the muscle
upper body. Yeah,
bro.
But then eventually, like, I just realized that you still need to rest. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm just not one of them people, man. Like, I don't want to sit and watch Netflix, and none of that interests me. Like, I want to get out, get about, like move the body, So I just think it's so key. Like my day doesn't even flow right if I don't do that, just a minimal thing, even just like a 10-minute walk down the street. Everything's taken away from you when you get a foot injury. Like like sometimes like people were like, oh, it's not the end of the world, it's just like that. But I don't know, like
these are probably the people that want to watch Netflix, you know what I mean?
No, look, everyone's got their thing, eh? It's just I'm just not. That's not even my way of like. Some people wind down by they might watch a series. That's fine. Like they might sit down. Like I don't wind down like that. I'll wind down by like going for a walk. Like
just being out and about.
Yeah, just being out and about. Like that's relaxing for me. But I still went and did like upper body. Like I say, I was going to the gym, and fortunately, automatic car, so it was just easy to drive the right foot. But yeah, like it was strange. Like it all come at a time where it shouldn't have started. Like kind of came. It felt like that, but everything happens for a reason, eh? Like, and I'm still not at full capacity now. It's been like 15 weeks, still not running and stuff. But
you had the cast on for a while, and you had the boot on, and you went and got the scans done from what I saw, and nothing had really changed.
Nah, like they told me 6 weeks. Nah, it wasn't happening after 6 weeks. But the worst thing was I had that 6 months marker in my head. You know what I mean? Like when someone tells you something, I guess it's kind of like, I mean, if you relate it back to anything in life, like if you just said to someone, oh, 10 weeks and you're going to be there, like they're kind of, you set that marker, It was kind of bad. Well, they just have to give like medical advice, but each and every person,
right?
Each and every
3 months to live. You've got 2 days to live. Your foot's going to be fine in 3.5 days. It's different for every case, right?
Yeah, that's what I mean. So like in my head, I just went 6 weeks done and like set a date in my phone, like, and then went for the review, and they were like, nah, it's still not good. And then it was like even worse, because like at that point I was thinking, yes, I'm going to get out, I'm going to start like rehabbing, calf exercises, like stuff like that. And it was just like, nah.
No, polar opposite.
Yeah, it was the opposite. But then like all of a sudden, I just kind of like had to like reframe it, like relook at it again, and just like day by day, man, with stuff like that. And just like still keep moving, resting, good sleep.
Focusing on the things you can control.
Yeah, exactly. But now, it's 15 weeks. I still wouldn't want to run. Yeah. Now I tried a couple of times, like when I was crossing the road, like a car's coming, you're like, oh, got to get over the road, and I'm like, oh yeah, it's a bit sore. Like, I'm like, no, I'm not going for a run yet, but just it's been good.
So that feels like it was kind of a short stop to your, I guess, career as a fitness coach. A short, I guess, pause. But life wasn't always like that for you. When I first met you, Joey, we were both on the party scene, pretty severely, bro.
Yeah.
Now, what was the shift for you that was like, okay, cool, I'm done with this. I want to start working in the fitness world and actually, I guess, inspiring people rather than just being that persona of the typical English lad. Hey, hello. Sorry for interrupting your podcast, but I just wanted to quickly jump on and tell you about the must-have personal development tool for 2023, and it's called the Happier, Healthier You Journal. So I'll take you back to about 6 years ago. I'd just gotten out of jail for the last time and was starting my journey of personal development and growth. There was heaps of gurus, heaps of information available, but so much so that it became confusing. So I came up with the Happier, Healthier You Journal to help you to navigate what can be an absolute minefield. From the very get-go, you open the page and it'll challenge you to dive deep with self-assessments, daily activities, and check-ins to figure out exactly where you're at, where you'd like to be. And then from there, the journal becomes the tool to help you to bridge that gap. So to get your hands on this, click on the link below and don't forget to use Interchange 10 at checkout for a cheeky 10% off. I'll see you back over on the episode.
Like, that's what I mean when I tell people like I don't really drink much. They're like, "You're English. What do you mean you don't drink?" It's like I think it's like a prerequisite for an English guy.
You from a young age.
Yeah, no, it's just I think. Well, when you're younger, you do things. I mean, it's natural, isn't it? When you're like 18, 19, you just want to go to the club, don't you? Like, end of the day, like if you don't, it's
got that testosterone pumping.
Yeah.
Where are the girls? They're in the clubs.
Well, you're just like the boys are going out, innit? Like you're just like, let's go out, pre-drinks, and I think it's normal. Like if you're 18, 19, you don't experience that, and like I don't know. I just think when you got the hangovers, then. You're not really thinking about, you're just like, oh, let's go like Macca's, get some food in. Like, it's a bit funny. You tell a funny story or it's like your weekend's gone. But like, as you get older, I think it plays on your mind. Like, there's another weekend gone. There's another weekend gone. And you're not focusing on your actual goals, but they're there. They're telling you like, bro, because there's no way if you have a big night out, the next day you're getting shit done. Like there's no way. You might get like something done.
Like on Thursday, you're feeling all right again.
Yeah,
and then
exactly.
It's just like, let's pre-drink for the weekend.
Yeah. So I think all them years, I mean, I think it was like up until about 25, 26, like 27, when I was like, I knew this was shit, but I was just still doing it. But then, like, eventually I was like...
It's like going through the motions because you're stuck in that habit,
stuck in it,
sort of thing.
And just, like, makes you feel like you can't say no to them because, you're being a pussy or you get all that.
They put it on you, right?
Yeah, and it's just, like, natural.
You've changed.
Yeah. So, really?
Yeah, them ones?
But I think all the time I never enjoyed nights out that much. Not compared to a lot of people. Like, they'd be like, it was amazing last night. And I was like... It weren't really. Like, it was average. Like in a club, music, can't speak to anyone. Like what's that?
No
like there's nothing. You just flashing lights, like just walking around, doing laps of the nightclub. Like
literally,
just like what's that?
The goat track in the floor.
So all along I knew it was like I was like, nah, I don't really want to be doing this kind of shit anyway.
It just didn't sit with you anymore.
And then eventually I was like, right, I'm just gonna set them boundaries, I guess. And I still like, at the end of the day, I still think like, it's like 80-20 for me, like 80% doing the right things, 20% like, we're all human. Do you know what I mean?
I think that's very important to bring focus to, man. It's not like, I guess like, obviously because I'm quite fit, you're quite fit. We don't do like, eat a special amount of calories every day and X, Y, and Z. It's about having that balance. But when I say balance, it's not like, going out and getting pissed every weekend. It's like if there's a special occasion, we might start to drink, right?
That's why like I was going to actually like completely stop drinking and go like teetotal. And I have done that a couple of times when I've done like various fitness things just because I'm like, I've got the goal.
It's good to have that control though, right?
Yeah. But then I just realised I was like, if I want to go out for a dinner and have like a couple of wines with a dinner and just like have a relaxing time, like then, and as long as I'm enjoying it, then it's all right. Do you know what I mean? Like it's not gonna 2, 3, 4 drinks. That's all right. Like you're gonna go home. Yeah, it's not great for you. You're probably gonna have a bit of a worse sleep. Like short term things are gonna get affected. But if you're like 6 a.m, someone's kitchen like still there going, then that's spinning plates. Then it's a problem, innit? Do you know what I mean? Like then that's a problem.
That is damage.
Like now I just say to myself like, I set a time limit on the night, or like if I'm not enjoying it, I'm like, I'm out of here. Do you know what I mean? Like that's the thing. You just got to set a boundary with everything. Like if you eat shit food every day, then you're gonna feel shit. If you're drinking all the time, you're gonna feel shit. But every now and again, if like once a month you go for a dinner or whenever it may be, like you come up the coast, you want to just like let your hair down a bit. Like and then you're not setting all them like you're not gonna think you've failed so much. It's just kind of like, oh, that's all right. Just carry on. Like as long as the next day I'm still fresh, could have 5 drinks, you're not going to be waking up too shit. You just might have a bit of a lay-in. Like, it's just balance, isn't it? Like,
exactly right. I mean, I think that's probably something that I realized for myself as well was, you know, when I stopped drinking, I realized how good I was feeling without it. And then I didn't want to go back to feeling that shit that I did because, you know, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we're getting home at, you know, if we're going home at 5 in the morning, 6 in the morning, sleeping all day, going out again, doing it all, Sunday session, you're waking up shit for the week.
And you there's no way, like, if you're waking up like that, you can't be as focused on the goals. Like, like, you just, even 5-6 drinks, you wake up the next day and you're just like, oh, everything's like a bit more of an effort. And like, I think for me, like, I just doubt myself even more. Like, if I wake up the next day, I'm like, I just feel like there's more doubt that sets in than anything with drinking. Almost, it's like, I'm like, fuck, am I on the right path? Like, whereas when I'm sober and doing them things, you know, I'm just like, yeah, I'm doing it. Like, I'm enjoying it. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Like, it's weird. I end up, I guess, But like I said, I've just now learned to find that balance with it. Because before I'd be like, couldn't go on nights out because I'd just like, or on the way there, I couldn't find that balance. I'd just go there and then have like a huge night and then a huge setback. That or nothing. Now I'm just like, I'll just have like a few and just like roll with it. Like, it's life, man. You're going to fail. You're going to slip up. Like, you're going to miss a gym session, you know, like, as long as you're just constantly building them bricks over time, like it's, you know, it's inevitable, isn't it? You're going to have a cheat meal. You're going to fucking, no one's perfect. So.
I just finished listening to that Atomic Habits, and they say in there, it's like, you know, never miss twice. Fuck up one day, but don't fuck up the next.
Exactly.
Habit out of it. Whatever it is, whether it's food, whether it's, you know, sleep, whether it's, you know, training itself, whether it's, you know, you're working on a business and one day you just do fuck all towards it. Like, it's never miss twice. Just make sure you keep yourself accountable to it, right?
I think as well, like, on that, I've just tried to like do a little bit each day instead of like get super stressed like with tasks and stuff and think that you've not achieved them, but then just be like, if you're doing something every day, like even if it's a Sunday, you might work for just 3 hours. You ain't gonna sit there, no human's gonna sit there like 12 hours every day just fucking smashing it. But like, you know, Sunday you might do 3-4 hours, then Monday you might have a bit of a longer day. I don't know how it looks, but like
Now, they say obviously Rome wasn't built in a day, right?
Yeah, that's it.
It's just chipping away at it.
100%.
Now, I remember having a conversation with our good friend Fred. And he's like, called me and he's like, bruv, Joey's doing this triathlon or this marathon or something, and he's gone completely off the piss. And this is when I realised that you were, you know, really going for it. So you've achieved a lot since you've obviously stopped drinking. What was the first point of, I guess, setting yourself a challenge for you? Was it the triathlon?
Yeah, so I did I started with the triathlon. It was someone's birthday. They wanted to go on a wine tour. And I was like, I don't want to go on the wine. They still don't know now that this was the excuse.
You heard it first on the Interchange podcast.
But basically, I just Googled like a couple of weeks before their birthday things to do in Melbourne on that date, and like an activity, and there was a triathlon that came up. No way. So I ended up telling them that I'd had it booked for months, and I just completely forgot about it. And I'd always swam when I was.
Sorry, you forgot about a triathlon that you had booked.
I don't know how they bought it, because they were like, "You coming on this wine tour?" And I was like thinking like it sounds like a nightmare, like, you know, bus full of people, wine tour. Thinking there's no way of me getting home until that bus wants to come home. There's no like Uber ride or like I'm out of there.
No balance,
there's no exit plan there. I was like, that's a full day of like debauchery. So I told them that, and they were like, "Oh, fair." And I had like 3 weeks to train for it, pretty much. I was just like, I got
how much swimming, how much biking, and how much running had you done prior to this?
I used to swim quite a lot as a kid, and I used to run like cross country a fair bit, but I hadn't like for years. So I was like, fuck it, never been in the sea. Like, was thinking about sharks, like English lad. I'm thinking sharks everywhere, Australia.
Kind of is, bro.
And then just basically did it with like 2 or 3 weeks, just kind of just went gym, got my swimming back up, looked at the distances. You know, it's pretty obvious. Like, if you're kind of like, I mean, look, you can always cross the finish line. You might not do it in good fashion, but but you're not going to die. Like, just get it done. Yeah, you may drown, but no, I was all right. And then as soon as I crossed the finish line, I was like, this is sick. Like, what an awesome sport, like, kind of thing.
You got addicted to it.
I was just like, wow, these are like pretty cool. And then bang, went and got myself a new bike, like all the gear, you know, just like fucking
All the gear, no idea.
wetsuit, all the gear, no idea, everything. Running trainers, and then just started getting into it. Joined a group in Melbourne. They were doing the 70.3, and I just did it with like 10 weeks. Like 10 weeks. Yeah, half Ironman. Yeah. And then just trained 10 weeks. Just went solid for it. Like up at like 3-4 in the morning. Just went all out, and I think like because they were doing it as well, like it just kept you accountable. Because there's a group. Right? Yeah, that's it. Like people have messaged me like, mate, you're off your head getting up at 4 in the morning going for a run.
I love those comments.
Yeah, but it's like, hang on a second, there's another 20 people with me. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, and that's just the group that I'm in. Yeah. Like, if you actually go out at 4 in the morning,
there's people.
You see people. You see people. You think there's just robbers and fucking people coming home from nights out at that time, but there ain't. There's them other people getting after it.
Yeah, that's right. People coming home as we're getting.
Yeah, exactly. So, like, when you look at it, you're not just the only person in the world doing them kind of things. So, I think joining the group.
It's definitely not the majority. It's definitely
of course
not the majority,
not.
Especially in the society we live in Australia, where there's that real pisshead culture.
Yeah.
It's no wonder that you're getting that, especially for where you came from. And obviously, I get this a lot myself as well. Like, you're crazy. You can't, like, I don't know how you do that.
Yeah.
But you didn't just start doing it.
Yeah,
it's the time that goes into it, right?
I think in England, like, I would never have done any of them things because I just wouldn't have been, the weather, the whole environment there, like, totally different. Like, just, I don't know, man. Australia, just, I think for fitness and that, it's there, you know. Like, look at it, it's so beautiful, isn't it? Like, how can you not? How can you not want to go run down the beach? Yeah. Like, how can you, like, or do something, get outdoors, just get something in. Even like the gyms are just friendlier culture, like, just, that's what I think anyway for me. Just,
I think the weather has a big thing to do with it.
Huge, man. Like,
shit,
cool. It's just like, but I think here there's just there is, like, I thought that in Melbourne, I thought it's just pure party culture. But then when I started to like look outside of that like just one dimension, I was like, no, there's loads of people doing shit. There's heaps of running clubs. There's like, you know, gyms everywhere. It's just like,
you change your focus.
Yeah, you just got to change your focus.
Before, right?
They're always there, but you just weren't looking in that direction.
Yeah.
And once you start on that journey, it's like, man, everything else improves. Like, how can you tell me that, like, you go to the gym and you don't feel better? Like, tell me.
Go do one set. I guarantee you'll want to stay for 3 or 4.
That's it. Yeah. Like, you might be, when you start out, you might be sore. You might think, oh, I don't, like, you know, I've not got the movement right. Like, I'm not doing it right. But you're never going to be like, just walk in something and just completely destroy it, are you? Like,
first time riding a bike, right? We had training wheels.
Exactly.
Got to start with something, right?
Yeah, you got to start. And, like, honestly, like, if you do that, like, you will feel better. Like, 100%. Like, you will. No, like, you will. Like, it's like, people say like, oh, I'm depressed, I'm down. It's like, yeah, but you were probably like partying all weekend, doing all that,
doing the shit that doesn't make your body feel good.
Yeah, exactly. It's more like you've got like a substance, you've got a substance problem. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not like change it, just switch it up. And you probably ain't going to be feeling like that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%, bro. I think what you're saying there is something I can really connect with as well, around the whole not knowing that other people aren't doing the shit we were doing. Because, like, when I first started drinking, bro, every single one of the people that I knew were pissheads. You know, party animals were on the bag every weekend, we're taking pills, we're doing all that sort of stuff, right? And that was what a weekend was. It was like, start Friday, finish on Sunday, wake up feeling like shit Monday or Thursday, do it all again. But as soon as I started to change that focus and started realizing, there's other people out here doing that, it was like that big moment of realization that this isn't the only thing that happens in the world. I didn't feel so alienated anymore. And I guess for what you're saying, that's sort of what you found with your group when it came to doing that half Ironman.
100%. Like that, I wouldn't have like really it's not like I'm some superhuman that could have done it alone. Like, I was waking up like, fuck this, I don't want to go there. But then it's like, I know that there was 10 other people waiting at that start line. Yeah. Like you say, this morning you went on the run, like, you know, there's people there. You know what I mean? So you're accountable. You're thinking like, oh, I don't want them messaging me like, where you're a no-show, you know? A little bit of banter,
it's like the boys messaging you going, you're not coming out for a drink.
Yeah, exactly.
Same,
same. You're getting that FOMO, you're thinking like, fuck. And then afterwards, when they've completed it, even if you're like a little bit tired in the morning, you don't want to get out, you don't want to do it. Afterwards, you're going to feel good.
You always feel better.
Yeah, you might be a bit tired. You might want to have to go back to bed. You might need to refuel. I don't know like how it looked for you, but like every time you do it, afterwards, you're like,
you always feel good.
Yeah, you always feel better, eh? Like, so it's it's the same. Like you get that FOMO and like, other people are doing it. So it's good when you join a group like that. I think that's a good starting point for anyone who's like doesn't know where to start the fitness journey.
Well,
like even if
the
it's
next question out of my mouth, bro. I was going to ask you. So for someone that was in your position, someone that would be struggling with the same thing, like you said, like they're partying still, but they're not enjoying it. What would be the first change that you'd like them to make, or you would make if you had to go back and do it again? What would be the first thing you'd focus on?
I mean, just got to stay consistent, eh?
Yeah.
But like just find some people who you can relate with, and even just reach out to them like, can you go gym with me or something?
So how did you get onto this? Like obviously running group and that sort of stuff. Did you run into them one day, or did you like find them on social media through friends?
Yeah, seen them on through friends and that. Yeah, through friends, some people sharing the page. I was like, shit, that looks cool as, like get after a new challenge, and I've not done it. I've not like rode my bike or ran in like ages. And that's the thing. Like once you complete something, you don't have to be obsessed with that thing. You know what I mean? Like if you just want to like practice surfing for a bit, you want to like be able to ride a wave. It's cool. Like go do that. It doesn't mean you have to like surf for the rest of your life.
Change your life.
No. Like it's just a new like little challenge, innit? Like in the fitness thing. That's how I seen it. I will get back into it. I want to like do a actually complete a full Ironman.
Oh, you and me both, brother.
Yeah, definitely want to do one of them.
Next year, probably year after. Yeah, but that's the plan.
It takes a lot of training, and them things they do take a lot of training, man. Yeah. Like I know some guy I've been working with welding at the moment. He's training for the World Championships, and he's only.
Dave probably just left, eh?
No, he's doing it in Paris soon in a couple of months. It's meant to be in Kona, I think. But anyway, he's like only working 2 days a week. That's all he can work. Yeah. Now, like if you've got a family, a full thing like that, how are you going to work 2 days a week and have the money? Like fortunate, he must be, I don't know his financial position, but he's having to train that much that he can't train and work. Like you'll just end up like depleting yourself. Do you know what I mean?
Brother,
like,
100%. Like,
so that's what I mean. You got to be realistic with the tasks. If you've only got 30-40 minutes of the day to get something done, then don't do an Ironman. Don't pick it. Do you know what I mean? Like it's pretty standard, isn't it? Like you got to kind of like look at it. But yeah, if you just want to go group fitness class, doing something like, or online PT, you've got some accountability there. Then just pick that one and ask them, tell them 30-40 minutes. You don't need 2 hours, 3 hours, like realistically, no one does. Like 45 minutes to an hour.
If you're not checking your phone every 5 seconds.
Yeah, that's it.
Sweet, eh?
Yeah, in between sets. Instagram, boom, 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 boom. Yeah,
10 minutes
5 minutes later.
No
that's the thing. I've not got enough time in the day.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, how many times have you been on Instagram?
Put your phone in the bin for an hour. See how much shit you get done. Legit.
So 100%. You just got to set it. Like obviously, people have got busy lifestyles. Like just work around it. There's always time. There is literally always time.
We've all got 24 hours a day, right? Yeah. I think this is where a lot of people go wrong. It comes down to the priorities and the importance that you place on things. But I think something we were talking about off camera before, which I want to bring up as well, was the fact that a lot of people think that when they start fitness or they start eating healthy, their life has to revolve around that.
Yeah,
it's not like that. Like you said, it's about finding balance. It's about seeing what works for you and doing that, like you said, 80% of the time. The other 20%, it's like a numbers game, right?
Yeah.
If you're doing the right thing 80% of the time, the other 20% is going to be redundant. Sure, if you do it 100% of the time, you're going to get the results quicker. But I mean, shit, we're not robots.
No,
we're human fucking beings.
Yeah, I say to people, look, if I can't go down at the end of the day and see a chocolate brownie in a counter and want to eat it, like, what's that? You know what I mean? I'm not going to be that person. No. Like, if I see
imagine how miserable you'd be.
Exactly.
Right?
Like, if I see an almond croissant, I'm like with my coffee, I'm like, yeah, I'm going to eat it. Do you know what I mean? But like,
you're doing the work.
Yeah, I'm doing the work.
So you can do that without getting fat, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like, yeah, I'm doing the work. I'm putting the work in. Like, I'm there. I might even go gym after that almond croissant. Do you know what I mean? But I'm not doing it every day. Yeah, I'm not doing it every day. That's the thing. Yeah. Like, yeah, it's not every night I'm going to get a pudding from Woolies and bring it home and just scoff it, ice cream, this, that. The next is snacking, everything.
Well, it comes down to the habits, right? And the habits habits are like the things that you continually do. You do them automatically. It's like, cool, you go buy a coffee, you're buying a brownie. Yeah. You're going to the shops, you're buying 6 packs of lollies, and it becomes habit, right? Yeah. So like, what would be one way that you'd, I guess, give someone that was struggling with this to change that habit?
I don't know. Mine's from my upbringing. My mum wouldn't allow that. Do you know what I mean? Like,
slap it out.
Mine was from the start. Do you know what I mean? Like, we weren't allowed like fizzy drinks and so. God, it sounds like we're at don't know, she had us fucking locked down.
Family,
She's absolutely killing us off.
Yeah.
No, but like I'm grateful for it now. Like I'd moan and be like, oh, the kids get chocolate bars, other kids get that. Like, do you know what I mean? But she was like, nah, like you're not having it. Water. Whatever you have it. But no, like I guess.
Are you talking? I feel attacked here. It's what I do with my son.
No, it's good, man. It builds the right things. Like I'm grateful for it now. Do you know what I mean? But back then you're gonna complain. But so for me, I've always I've enjoyed healthy food. I think it makes me feel better. Like if I have like a takeout or like a big pizza or something like that, a Domino, I don't like it. Afterwards, I'm like, that makes me feel shit.
But everyone must realize that. Like you don't feel good after it, right?
No, I don't know what everyone else is feeling at the end of the day. Do you know what I mean? Like, but for me, like that's how. But I can't understand how people want junk food and snacks and like I don't really have that. I just like to have like a bigger meal of something good and it makes me feel good. Yeah. You know what I mean? I think it's pretty obvious, isn't it? Like if you just constantly snacking, eating that, everything's going to be off, you know? Yeah. But like, I guess someone starting out, it's just small things, man. Like don't just try and be like, oh, I'm going to just change my whole diet. Do you know what I mean? Like, or I'm just going to stop that, just limit it. Like if you like having some Tim Tams with your cup of tea or whatever it is, or your coffee
just
or whatever.
One, don't need the whole packet.
Yeah. Just have one or two. Just say 2 Tim Tams,
I've got
bang.
to say, bro, I'm pretty sure Tim Tams are meant to be like a single serve packet.
Yeah. Don't share it. But yeah, like, and another thing that I've learned as well, like when I go to the shops, I have a snack before I go to the shops.
Eat before you go. Yeah,
even if it's just something small, like a banana or like, even like a protein bar or something. If I go to the shop and I'm hungry, bro, I'm walking out there, spent $100 more, picked up things that I didn't even want to pick up. Yeah. And I'm thinking about as soon as I get home, that's what I want to eat. Do you know what I mean? I'm thinking like something in the shop that's like quick, easy. It's not going to take much effort. I don't want to go home, chop the vegetables. I don't want to prepare it. I just, I'm eating it. As soon as I get in the car, I'm tearing the bag open. That's not good. Do you know what I mean? Like we all do it. It still happens. But if you keep on, like every time you go to the shop, you're hungry, bro, you'll just pick up something. Like you'll notice it, like some sort of usually high sugar, quick fix.
Because that's what the body craves.
Meal.
When we're tired, we want sugar.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's it. Like whenever you in that stress response, you're just gonna go for like them easy things. You're not gonna think like, oh, I'm gonna pick up that fish, that lemon, that lime, chop this up. You know, make some. Here's me thinking that I'm a top chef.
Oh, Jamie Oliver over here.
Make some seasoning, but you know what I mean? Like if you have it there in the fridge and you like come home from work and it's not stressful, you know, you've had a long day and it's there, it's ready to go. 30 minutes, put some music on, chop it up, try it. Like just it's the same, man. It's all like with cooking, you know, you pick it up, you learn, you go to the gym. You're never going to be a master at anything this the first time you do it, you know?
Yeah, unless you put the reps in.
Yeah, exactly. Time, effort. That's it. Over time, you just get better. Like, you're like, oh, that's a bit of a shit meal. I didn't cook it great. Oh, that wasn't a great lift in the gym. You know, I could have done better. Oh, here's how I'm going to improve.
Yeah.
This, that, like, and then all of a sudden something clicks, you know?
Yeah, bro.
Like, you just get that moment, you're doing your deadlift or whatever.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, shit, my deadlift's just like, it's just happened for me,
all
you know?
Of a sudden, I've got to back and it doesn't feel like my back's getting broken.
I'm strong all of a sudden. Like, yeah, you're not going to go to the gym the first time and just be suddenly strong, are you?
But like you said, it's like all of a sudden, right? That's what people think. It's like it just happens all of a sudden. But no, it's the work you do long term coming up to it. No one's an overnight success.
No, but I think nowadays with all the quick fix, like Uber Eats,
quick fix, right?
Hinge, like Instagram, it's just everything. Everyone wants things like that. Do you know?
We're
what
in
I mean?
a lazy society.
Yeah.
Everything that does well in this world is making life easier for us and making us lazier.
Yeah. Like if you look,
iPhones, Uber Eats, delivery of food or anything like that.
Yeah.
Right?
Even they're doing Woolies. I like doing delivery to people, like they
click and collect.
Yeah, all that
Taking
shit.
away one of our basic human needs, which is connection.
Yeah.
Actually seeing other human beings.
Exactly.
You know,
yeah.
it's making lazier society.
Yeah, lazy and like Uber Eats. It's like you can just get home, press that, or you can go to the shop. People are just taking the easy route, the quick route. So they think now with everything in life, like business, fitness goals, anything, like they're just thinking, oh, this is going to take me like 2 seconds, you know, I'm just going to get there. And if I don't, that's what I think with me when I'm writing other people's programs now, I actually add in it, like each week I've got the compound lifts that you should be doing, and then your accessories and the kind of like the other stuff, I mix them up like each week, you know, like try and like change, you know, tricep extension, you might do a skull crusher or something, like try and just, because people are so got short, there's so much like short term,
variety, right?
yeah, just give someone variety, because people aren't used to just like, here's a 10-week block.
But this is what works.
Yeah. Of course, it still works. Like you're still moving the body. You're still like adaptation to the muscle. Like it's still going to work. But I like to just throw little bits in there, so they're not like, oh, this is the same session as last week. But like really, just doing something consistent and being accountable, like you're going to get the results. Yeah. But like sometimes it's good just to mix it up. Like on your runs or whatever, like you might get bored of long ones. You might just do like a tempo run, you know. Once you've got to that level, you might do something like a minute fast, a minute slow, a minute fast. Like just a bit of fun. Like mix it up. Like make it exciting, make it enjoyable. Like if it's not enjoyable and you're hating it, then you're not gonna do it. Do you know what I mean? No, exactly. Yeah. So that for me, I've integrated that. I think humans like need that. Now it's like gone like that. Just try and like throw that one in there.
Well, it does come back to, once again, what we need as humans. And like Tony Robbins talks about this, and I quote this all the time, but the 6 basic human needs, which are variety, certainty, significance, love and connection, growth, and contribution.
Yeah.
We have a certain high need for variety. We all need a bit of variety in our lives. When it comes to variety, it's like, cool, like you said, so doing something different every day. That comes in handy, but we also need a certain amount of certainty, right? We need to know where our money's coming from.
Yeah, of course.
Whether we're going to have a roof over our head.
Yeah.
But with things like training and with things like running, like that's the thing that keeps it interesting, is doing different stuff. And I feel like for me personally, like I've gotten bored of things in the past because doing the same thing over and over and over. And yes, you will get a result, but like you said, adaptation means that we need to do something different for the body to then adapt to, right?
Exactly. Like the body's learning so quick. It already knows like what's coming, you know, like if you know, oh, this is going to be the same or whatever, then you're not going to put the effort in, or like a little shock sometimes, you know, changes it up. Like just like, yeah, you need to do that. So, I mean, but yeah, going back to that, how you're saying like people these days, there's so much high expectations of people now. If you're not walking around with a 6-pack, you've not got like a nice car driving around, fancy this, fancy that. Like
social media.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Because they're seeing all your best things. You're not going to put a picture of yourself slobbering on the pillow like at 5 a.m. with your hair all ruffled or by you. Like who does that?
I might do that.
Drop that picture, see what
100%.
happens. Like
polarity, right?
You're looking in there. It's people are like, oh, you not got this in line, you not got that in line. So people are like so like overwhelmed. Oh, I haven't got my fitness, haven't got my diet, haven't got everything. Like, because that's what they're seeing from day to day. They're seeing like, oh, I haven't got all of this in line, when it's just start with one of the basics. Do you know what I mean? Gym 3-4 times a week, you know, change that diet a little bit. A little bit, like change that diet a little bit slowly over time. Like, you don't need to, and sleep, you know, sleep, water, like just the basics. Like people are now saying like, oh, this is in food. It's good to have knowledge and all stuff like that. But at the same time, you've got a family, you've got kids and whatever, like, you're not going to have the time to like do everything. Do you know what I mean? Like be the perfect person.
Pick a couple of things and focus on that, right?
Exactly.
And if shit goes out the window, then just pick it back up.
Yeah, just pick it back up. But I think now there's just so much expectation. Like you say, you're seeing the literally like the Instagram reality versus like, people do that post, but the reality is not always like what you're actually seeing. Do you know what I mean? And like all them things you might have a mind coach, this person, that, they're all coming at you, bombarding you. And then it's just stress response. You're like, fuck, I can't do all of them. So I'll just do none of them. Do you know what I mean? Then you feel shit about yourself.
They call it.
So that's the thing. Like, I think you just need to sometimes put the blinkers on, forget all that outside noise that's coming in, and just start.
Focus on the one thing.
That's it. Just go, get there, drive there, get out the car, get in there, get it done, leave, you know, go home. That's it. That's the starting point. But yeah, a lot of people as well, the boredom thing. I've had people bored on board. Yeah, spice it up then.
Training bores me.
Yeah.
Do something different.
Yeah, maybe you're not on the right plan though. Like some people.
Step out of the comfort zone a little bit, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Just, everything gets boring, doesn't it? That's why I go for different challenges. It's like for me now, I want to be able to like do my body weight strong, you know. I'm happy with my body now, like, and it's like moving your body just freely. Like, I don't want to be jacked down the gym, like walking like that, you know. I don't want to be like that. I respect people that do it, but I want to be like a fully functional human being. Do you know what I mean? Like, if I need to just quickly run, I can quickly run. Do you know what I mean? If I need to climb up something, use my body weight strength, everything like that. It's just balance, variety. Like, before, I'd probably do too much like cardio or too much endurance, and then I was like, I haven't pumped, like my muscles don't feel pumped. You don't get that nice feeling. So now it's like balance for me. Like, I'm strength work, I'm doing some conditioning, just all round fit. Like, so everyday life tasks are just simplified. You know what I mean? Getting up the stairs, just everything. Like, your whole body just feels better like that. I think it's just a whole balancing thing. And then you can just go from anywhere, you know. If you want to do a bit of CrossFit, move into that. Like, you're going to take some time, you're going to have to learn, but you've already got a base. You want to do some like a marathon or something, you got a base, you're going to have to like stop maybe the strength as much and do some more endurance.
Don't we know it?
Yeah, you got to like,
You got to have, I guess, you can't really do one or the other. You can do both, but you're not going to perform in either.
No, I mean, I don't know. Like, I think with the running thing, I think you got to be doing strength work. I think like it's just so key. It's just so key. Like, even if you're just doing like 1 or 2 a week, man, like something, maybe just like a full body strength twice a week or something.
Yeah, at the moment, I think I've probably got the best split I've ever had when it comes to training wise. Like, for me, I do 5 days in the gym. So like, I do a push, a pull, a push pull, and then 2 leg sessions. I do yoga once a week. I box twice a week. And I run 2 to 3 times a week. And obviously with 75 hard, so people probably hear that and think, holy shit, that's a lot of exercise. But with 75 hard, I've got to do 2 workouts a day anyway. You know, even if it's just as simple as going for a walk at night or something like that. But right now, I feel like my body's the best it's been. My stress levels are the lowest they've been, like when it comes to like overload and things like that. Because I used to try and do it all. I'd try and box, try and run, try and, you know, go to the gym and do all that sort of stuff.
That's it. Yeah, you got to just... That's the thing, like, for me, just the lean muscle gain, like, from all of that is just, like, the best. Like, minimal, like, you see so many of these, like, weight loss journeys, which are amazing, but, like, they just basically strip people and, like, not starve them, but they just knock it back. And then it's just 10K steps, water, like, sleep, you know? Knock your calories back by like 200-300. That's it. Like, you're gonna lose weight, but like, you want to be strong, you want to be fit along that time. Like, where's people like eating high protein, like getting the right amounts in? Do you know what I mean? Like, it's like, don't do that. Like, eat high protein, eat well, like, eat healthy, get your carbs and get everything in, and train. Do you know what I mean? Then you're gonna get lean muscle and lose weight. And like, eating a high protein diet is like part of your energy expenditure in the day, because your body's using that energy to burn, to like, you know, burn the protein and turn it into the muscle. So like, you're winning in both ways.
100%.
That's for me the favorable. Like, it's just get strong.
I think, like you said, but everyone wants everything now.
Of course.
That focus on, well, I want it as quick as possible. I don't care what happens to me. I don't think long term. You know, it's about the short term.
These short term things are good because they create habits. Do you know what I mean? Like, if you do an 8 week of something, or like a 75-day hard, it's good. Like, even though it doesn't, you're like, oh, what, in 75 days? Like, you're not going to completely transform your life, but you're going to build some sort of habit for the future. Do you know what I mean?
The problem is, though, with a lot of these training, things like that, and obviously crazy diets and shit like that, is they're so restrictive that when the 8 weeks challenge is over, people go back to eating the same habits they had, right? Of course.
That's what I'm saying.
It's about creating healthier habits over a longer period of time, I feel. For me, 75 hard is just to get me back on track with like training and shit like that, right? It's not that our training was bad. I just wanted it to be better.
You just want a little, like, you want to just ramp up a little bit.
Yeah, but so many people that do 75 hard will do it, and then the day of they finish, they're back on the bender. You know what I mean?
Of course.
And so just like, it reiterates that old habit back in, and then do the same thing again.
Or like, I'm gonna join an 8 week challenge and just drink water for 8 weeks, and then I'll go to the celebration party at the end of the 8 weeks. Go to the celebration party. Like, they don't come hand in hand, do they?
That's what keeps us in business, right?
And then go there and go on a huge bender,
Yeah.
and then the next weekend, like just go back, just revert back.
Yeah.
That's why I think with them type of things, it's like good, but as long as you don't just like ramp someone up so quick and then they just crash. You know what I mean? Yeah. Just slow, like slow little building blocks.
Yeah.
Over like, from 10 weeks, you might be like, oh yeah, I feel good. Like I've transformed the way that I look at the gym, transformed the way that I look at like diet, food and whatever. But you're not going to be like, you might like get a little bit jacked. You might get a bit of a pump on. You might like look a little bit better, like, you know, lost a bit of weight around the belly or something, feeling good about yourself. But you're not going to, what's going to happen in 10 weeks? Like,
that's probably what next, right?
Yeah, but then what next? And then it's like, continue that. Then you might like, after that 10 weeks, you might, just dip off a bit. You still go 3-4 times a week, keeping consistent.
And you're better than where you were when you started, right?
But then you might dip off a bit, and then 6 months might go by. That boredom might start setting in again. Oh, I'm a little bit bored. Some old habits might start creeping in. And then you might think, right, I'm going to do that 12-week thing that's going on, or I'm going to lock myself in for that. Then you ramp up again. Do you know what I mean? And then you've got that like that goal to hit. Then when you come down, it's just.
But I think for a lot of people as well, it's about stepping out of the comfort zone, because like you said, so people want to start the gym, they're uncomfortable going there at first, but then they get comfortable and they're like, this is working, but then it stops working and they don't know what to do next to step out of that comfort zone. But that's something I've seen you do time and time again, is stepping out of that comfort zone. Obviously starting the PT shit, doing the tries, like starting your own business. Like, what was the transition like for you? I mean, obviously it would have been uncomfortable because it was like a new environment for you. What was that like for you going through that?
Horrible. Like I thought honestly, it was disgusting because I'd welded since I was 15, like built up a like career, which I look like I'm so grateful for, because welding is like, anyone that's ever done it, it's fucking hard, man. You get burnt, you're hot, you're like looking through it's a difficult job. Like anyone that says otherwise, they've never welded, like
they're working behind a desk.
No, look, and it's long hours, 60-hour weeks, so still managed to fit in the gym like a little bit here and there, but it's like such a stressful job like that. And then I was just like, wow, like there's more to me. I think I can offer more, you know. I think I can show people more. And then I was like, fitness has always been like a part of my life in some way, always. Like even if the party days, like I always tried the next week just to move, you know, just like I was saying, instead of just sitting on the couch. And then I was like, I've got a higher purpose in this. Like, I'm not anyone special, I'm not anyone different, but hopefully I can show people what can be achieved. Just inspire just one person, you know. And I was like, no one's going to know about that if I keep on welding, you know. No one's going to find that. But that transition of welding, fitness, man, they don't come hand in hand. They don't. It's a beer drink. There's most welding jobs, VBs at the end of the day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, they don't want to talk about fitness. You're a weirdo. You know, all them things, bro. Like smoking, vapes, whatever. It's like diet, barbecues, just, everything comes hand in hand with that trade. Like, some people love that kind of stuff. Do you know what I mean? But I was always like an outsider in that industry. But I'd still stand up for myself. Like, no, I'm going gym. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to let you...
Made me feel like shit for doing something like that.
No, just laugh it off, just banter it. People are always going to try and do that, aren't they? Like, you go in gym, you're a puff or something like that. It's like, yeah, mate, I am.
It's funny how people do that, right? And it comes back to that pack mentality. It's like, fit in or fuck off.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's like, if you start to, I guess, fly the herd, people are like either trying to pull you back, or they're like, all right, nah, go, see you later.
Yeah. And then at the end of the day, when you're waking up in the morning feeling shit, or you're not, they're not going to be there for you. Do you know what I mean? But like when I took that transition, did my fitness certs and stuff like that, man, it was just like, it changed the whole perspective, because I thought I knew about fitness, but then I learned the science behind it. Do you know what I mean? Then it's like, wow, shit, bro, this thing's crazy.
The human body is just such a cool thing.
Yeah, and then I was like, oh, shit. Now it's just like, what happened was I tried to just completely detach from welding, but then that made the fitness too stressful, because I was trying to get clients, I was trying to, like, you know, everyone's got to live. And then I just think, like, once you start like chasing money, or you're just like, so like you're stressed about money, everything else is way more difficult, man.
Because
like,
of stress, you come from a place of lack and scarcity, bro.
Yeah, well, like, I live in another country, got no family here. I'm not going to go to my mum's house. Do you know what I mean? Like, or can I come live with you for 6 months while I try to build this business? I still got to pay my rent. I still got to get around. I still got to do everything. You still got to have a life. Do you know what I mean? So now I've tried to just find the balance of welding and building some fitness, like just some content, getting some online clients, and then come the summertime, just try and like go all in with it, basically. But yeah.
Man, something I really want to talk about. You've actually inspired me a little bit. And after seeing you climb base camp,
yeah, that was
bro, that's on my list, and I want to actually try and do that by the end of the year. That's something I'd like to do.
It's crazy.
On finances.
Yeah.
Tell me about that experience, bro.
Oh, mate, it's insane. Like that is probably one, like, although you're just walking each day with a backpack on, it's not physically like demanding,
right?
Yeah, it's quite physically demanding, but it's not like you're in the pain cave, you're running a half marathon, you're looking at your watch, people are coming past you, you know what I mean? You're like thinking, oh shit, like,
it's different.
Yeah, different. Your heart's not pounding in that way, but you're just walking in beautiful, like the Himalayas is crazy, man. It's like, how the fuck was this place created? You know what I mean? Like, you're just looking at it and it's just like, this place is colossal, bro. Like, who the fuck made this? Do you know what I mean? Like, the whole thing, bro, you're just like, wow, just up and down. Like, you're just seeing things in the distance. Helicopters are coming, they're like this big. Like, you're just thinking, what the hell? But mentally, the most difficult thing I've ever done. Okay. Yeah, just because when you do like say you do a fitness event, say I don't know, you're doing a CrossFit day or something like that, or you're running a marathon, you know that probably 4, 5, 6 hours, let's just say, you're gonna be like stressed, you're gonna be completing the thing, you're gonna be like depleted. Once you cross the finish line, you're gonna feel amazing. Then what you're gonna do, you're probably gonna go celebrate, you might go get some nice food, you're gonna go home, you're gonna get a shower, you're gonna sit on your sofa, all back in your comfort. You might flick the Netflix, flick the Netflix on, and you might be like, oh, I'm back here. The next day you're probably gonna wake up a bit sore, you're gonna like be feeling a bit, but you're gonna be fine. Do you know what I mean? Whereas when I was there, you're staying in like little huts, it's freezing cold, like -20 cold, like they don't really eat meat on the mountain because it's so hard for it to get up there. So you go veggie, which is cool. I was happy with doing that. But yeah, just mentally so like difficult, like not sleeping very well. You're out your normal environment. Do you know what I mean? Like, and then you're doing that for 2 weeks.
2 weeks, that what it takes for the base camp climb.
Yeah, it was we did it in, I think it was 12 or 14 days.
So obviously, because you're with a group.
Yeah.
And if someone's holding the group up,
no, that's fine.
Take longer? Or?
No, they don't push you, man.
Okay,
like
cool.
they're like the nicest people, like Nepalese people.
Yeah.
Oh, honestly, man, like they're so good.
Yeah.
Like if you just want to walk at the back, like some days I'd just stick a podcast in. I didn't want to talk to people, you know.
Oh, so you get reception.
Oh, I just had them downloaded. Yeah, no reception. But that's
not too bad. You got Instagram.
No. That's another great thing as well. Like no phone.
I need that in my life.
You could pay for Wi-Fi, but I just decided not to until I'd completed base camp.
Yeah.
And then I was like, one night I was just like, oh, just gonna like inform some people.
But I'm not dead.
Yeah. But yeah, like amazing, like all that, like, and you're just in that nature, like, the fresh air, the altitude. But yeah, like, I think when we got over like 3,000 meters, I was like, this is a walk in the park. Like, this is so easy. And then just one day, it just was like, I started to get a bit of a headache. And then I was like, oh shit, am I getting altitude sickness and things like that? And it's like, you can't train for that stuff. Like altitude sickness is like, it's something that just, it's like, some people get affected more than others, not like someone physically fit or someone who's not, you know? It's just like, and it just was starting to get to me a little bit. And I was thinking, man, it's just kind of like put the pressure on me a little bit. You know, when something's too easy and you get that moment and like, shit, it's not easy, you know? You get a little bit like, fucking, what's this? Nah, but like the walking in terms of all that, like that was just cruising, man. You're just walking, taking in that beautiful scenery. But yeah, the altitude, man, it's just, it's different stuff. Like just the other, I think the whole combo, like, change of diet, change of everything.
So much,
Yeah, like altitude, the wind, I don't know, like just that place. And there was a couple of times, man, I thought I was going to have to like chuck the hat in and just have to go back down. I was like feeling a bit dizzy, off. Like you just got to drink loads of water, like high water. But yeah, I was questioning it, and like you hear of people dying of altitude sickness, so that's in your head, you know. It's in the back of your mind, but you just got to keep on locking in. No, like some of the times I just had to like stop, like literally grip my like bike down, just be like, I'm getting this shit done.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? And then
how many hours of walking have you got each day on base camp when you were doing it?
about 8 hours a day.
8
Like you
hours.
wake up, get breakfast, maybe 6 o'clock, and then you're out for like 7:30.
Do you stop?
Yeah, you stop. Our group stopped for like tea break. You can eat and like have a coffee or whatever. It's just like you just take a little refresher, get off your feet if you need to do anything, you know. But like honestly, like for people that want to do it, just pack as light as possible because you don't wear half the shit, man. Like you don't. Like you just find.
Walking.
Well, you just find what you're comfortable in.
Yeah.
And then like that's it, like a woolly hat, like neck scarf, some good glasses because the sun's like really powerful, and the reflection off like the mountains and stuff. And then like some good gloves, obviously some good boots, like that's pretty key. And then like from then on in, like you can buy a lot of the stuff there. There's heaps of stuff in Kathmandu, and there's like shops along the way and stuff. But the higher you get up, like obviously the less
people there are. Yeah.
But yeah, like after we finished the base camp, that bit was amazing, but there was so many people there trying to get photos, and some people actually flown in on helicopters. And they
go to the base camp.
Yeah, and they were pissing me off, bro. There was these guys there. Yeah, they came on donkeys, bro. They got flew in via helicopter and then got a donkey for about 5 hours to the rock, and were like taking photos and like celebrating. They must have been like had a lot of money, you know. And I just walked.
That is appalling.
Yeah, I just walked like 12 days to get there, and they're just like taking all the limelight off other people. So I was like, man, like you just cheated it really in my eyes. Like, look, at the end of the day, like
You
people,
know what you did, bro.
yeah. But then like queuing for the photo, but then the next day you do a walk. You wake up like at about 3 a.m. You do a walk up to a mountain called Kalapatar, which overlooks like Everest and like Lhotse, I think it is, the other mountain. Well, you just get a crazy view, but it's even higher than base camp. That's 5,900 meters, I think. And halfway up there, the Sherpa was like, look, the weather's shit. Like we couldn't see like literally a meter in front of us, just fog. And he was like, you're going to get no view kind of thing. And I was like, I've not got up at 3 a.m. for this shit. You know what I mean? I'm going up there and it ain't about the view. It's just to say that I did it. Do you know what I mean? Like if I don't go there, I'm going to come back down and be like, I didn't go there. And I was like feeling dizzy. And he stopped us all. We're at about 5,500 and like people were struggling. And he was like, look, does anyone want to go back? And I just looked to the rest of the group and said, nah, I'm going up. I was like, look, I've paid for this experience. I'm doing it. You know, I'm here today. Like, I'm going to try and get up there. And this other guy in the group said, yeah, I'm joining him. And the rest were like, oh, no, I can't be bothered. I'm going back down. And I was like, yeah, fair play. Like, you don't have to. Like, by that point of the trip, you just, like you say, you're on that mode where you just want to get back. You want a warm shower. You've not got showers. You need some of that, bro. Like,
just your basic human needs.
Yeah, which is weird because a lot of people don't live their life like that. But Western society is like hot water, everything. We've got it here. So we ended up going up, and just as we got to the top, the clouds just like went up. Honestly, they just like sort of disappeared. Not fully, but like we walked and we just were above the cloud, like above that level. Dude. And I was just like, yeah, that's why you gotta.
Magical.
Yeah, and then I want to go back there and do a couple of peaks. And I think if I wouldn't have completed just that, it's not really a peak, that Kalapatar is classed as a peak, but not like a major one.
Yeah, the top 7.
No, you don't have to go like get the proper like ice boots out and stuff. You can just walk up there in normal like walking shoes. But if I wouldn't have completed that, I know that there would be that. Again, that mindset of like negativity would sit in if I ever wanted to do something like that again. Whereas now I can just look back and just go, if I'm ever feeling like that again, I was going, I did that, so I'm going to go further, you know. And now I think that's an important thing. Like if you don't complete the task, then like you're always going to have that. No, I don't care who you are. Do you know what I mean? You're always going to be like, damn, I'm a little bitch. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't do it. I didn't fulfill with what was on offer there. And what for? Just because my mind was playing tricks on me. You know what I mean? There's obviously I got to the top, bro. I was like, dizzy as, man. Like the altitude was real there. I was like, whoa. Felt like I don't know, I can't compare it. But just took a minute getting your breath back, like your heart rate's up. Do you know what I mean? Like you just stood there, your heart rate's 10, 15 beats per minute more. But then once I let my body relax and stop thinking about it, I was stood there 20 minutes, you know what I mean? Then it's like, come back down. So yeah, like I'm still alive today, you know? So like, you got to do it. But
How much prep did you have going into that?
None. That was the same. Didn't have any. My mate asked me from England. He was like, I'm just going to reach out to you because I know that you just would say yes. He was like, do you want to do, because he did it in, I believe, I don't want to like say this wrong, but I think his mum died of a stroke. Yeah. So he was doing it, raising money for her. And we didn't actually talk about that much. I think that was something that was like close to him.
Was he going to do this?
Yeah, he had his own journey for it. So I think like for him getting to base camp like that was good. He did it, raise money and stuff, and he just invited me along. Yeah. And he'd done a couple of walks himself, like in New Zealand and stuff. And he was like, and I'd done no prep, like literally the week before was only getting like the shoes ready and stuff. But then I just think like I'm always ready. Well, like I said before, like I'm always ready for something, you know? Yeah. That's why I'm keeping my body like the way it is, functional, because it's like, yeah, if I want to just walk up a mountain, I know I'm going to have challenges. I know I'm not going to be at peak capacity to do it, but I'll get it done.
But you'd be well better prepared if you hadn't been looking after yourself, right?
Yeah, exactly. Like if I hadn't have looked after myself, then all of that would have been a lot harder. But it's just like, I think if you just always staying a little bit ready, then it doesn't matter. You're not going to do things in perfect form. You know what I mean? You're not going to trot across the finish line smiling. You know what I mean? Like, it's going to be ugly. It's going to be gritty. There's going to be times you're going to want to cry. And
we love that shit.
Yeah, that's it. Like, or just be a bitch or don't. Do you know what I mean? Like, you
doesn't affect us.
Yeah. Like, I had them feelings. I was like one in a shower. The last 3 nights when I was there, I didn't shower. I slept in the exact same clothes, bro. Socks, thermals, everything with the sleeping bag over me. Just woke up, put my shoes on and got after it. Like I didn't like shower. I smelt like, do you know what I mean? There was nothing lavish about it. Like when you're up there, but when you come back down, you just get a shower and that's it. You're back to reality. You're clean. Yeah, it's done. You know what I mean? It's only the same as going on a 3-day bender. Probably smell worse. Just dousing yourself in the most expensive aftershave.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, you can't polish your turd, but
yeah, that's it. We call it a Braunston bath back home.
Is that
it's
it?
Links.
Yeah.
Let's get the links on.
Yeah.
But no, like 100% going to go back there. It's just another thing, like another thing to do, you know, and it's beautiful.
Sort of spark the passion for you, right?
Oh yeah, like I'm not going to be an avid climber for the rest of my life. Do you know what I mean? It's not going to change me that much. But honestly, it's so beautiful just getting away, them 8-10 hours a day, just looking at that place. You're just like, wow, taking it in, the culture, everything. Yeah. How other people live their life. Yeah, like you see kids there, they're going to school there. That's where they live every day, man. Do you know what I mean? It's like, crazy, yeah. So people are living there. Same again. People are already there. They're doing it, you know? Yeah. And then you go there and you just see that. You just got to have respect for their country, respect for their mountains, respect for it all, you know, and then get it done.
Yeah, bro. So obviously you said now that you want to try and climb a couple more peaks. That's one of the goals. But what else is there in the future for Joe Beighton, my friend?
I think at the moment it's just like try grow the business, like focus on that. Like you can't do everything at once. Like I'm saying, if you set one of them goals for yourself, that's going to eat up enough time, you know, which is amazing. But I think, just focus on that. Like focus on just trying to help people in any way, shape or form. Do you know what I mean?
Where do you see Trailfit going? Where would be like? Where's your dream for Trailfit?
Owning a facility is the dream, man. Yeah. The reason why I did the trailer is
or multiple.
I think I'd start with one and make it like the most like, you know, say it's like fully booked all the time, because something that's like, I mean, everyone, if you see something that everyone else wants, I don't really know how to explain it, but something that's like wanted is...
It's in high demand.
Yeah, it's in high demand.
More, right?
Yeah, it kind of makes you want to go more. If you see that class fully booked, you're like, shit, man. Like, I missed out, you know? Yeah. Or something sold out online.
FOMO, right?
Yeah, our product's sold out. You're like, fuck, why didn't I buy it? Next time it comes out, you buy it. Do you know what I mean? You make sure you get it because you're like, shit, there's something about that. That doesn't necessarily mean not everything that sells out is a good product, but like that's my goal, man. Like, imagine that, like helping people with fitness, being able to train at my own facility, giving people my philosophy, being authentic, being real. Yeah, like bringing in my English concept into that. Like, do you know what I mean? Like just a little bit of that. What do you call it? Like your
flavor.
Yeah, a bit of my own flavor, like something from back home that I can just integrate with it. So yeah, that's the goal, man. And there's one facility that absolutely pops, and then try and maybe get some online from that. I think that's like a good way to go.
So scale
Scale it with. Just see how it goes. Like I don't want to set too many high expectations, I guess. But yeah, I want to work towards that. I think maybe a year or two.
What about for you personally, my friend? What's on the cards for you? You got anything that you're working towards, bucket list stuff?
I think
to Everest on the cards the next few
I think I think next year. I think good time to go Everest like March time. Good season. I'd like to do an island peak there. I think it's 6,500 meters.
Oh, yeah.
That'd be amazing. The views from that look insane. And that you have to take a rope and like the pickaxe kind of thing and get fully geared up. Like there ain't no like you're walking up the glacier. Do you know what I mean? Like there's no fucking about there. Yeah. It's not like it's just some path, you know, that someone's carved out for you. So that'd be amazing. But I might do another charity boxing thing maybe. So I've had someone. I've already done one of them.
That's right. Yeah.
But I might do one more of them, or I might get back on the triathlon too when the summer months come. But more enjoy it. Like not just set like too many. Like I think before I'd be like, oh, I want to get this time, want to get that, and like it's good. It's good to do that. Like it's good to like set a goal and like try and achieve it, and like push for something worth it. Do you know what I mean? But then other times, like sometimes it's just like, I just crossing the line. You know, just doing it for sheer enjoyment. Do you know what I mean? Obviously on the day. You know, I'm going to lock in.
Say that now. Yeah. Come to the day.
Of course, I'm going to try push and hunt someone down. Like, if I see you 10 meters in front of me, you're getting hunted, bro. Like, that's it. But, like, I'm not going to take it easy, but maybe just, stay on this journey. But I'm enjoying the strength, man. I feel strong. Enjoying that aspect. Like, there's small bits of conditioning, not too much endurance. Man, just that. Really? Keep it simple. Keep it simple and just get it done. So,
Man, I'm proud of you to see how far you've come, man.
Cheers, bro.
The places you're going, I see really big things for you, my bro.
Yeah, cheers, man.
Now, before we finish up, there's one question I like to ask all my guests.
Go on, then.
All right, so if you had all the money in the world, what would be the first thing that you do? I want the first thing that comes to your mind right now. Don't think about it. First thing that pops up.
Travel?
Yeah, sick.
100%, man. Like, just from me moving another country, that's like, opened so many things, man. Meeting, you know, others cultures, taking a little bit of them from it, like everywhere, you know. I think if I just had enough money, it's like, why wouldn't you want to go see the whole of the world?
I think we have so much to learn from other places in the world, but we get so caught up on our environment, stuck in that comfort zone, like you said. You know, like you go over and see how other people live, and it makes you appreciate where you are a lot more. But also, like, there's something you can learn out of every single one of those places you go.
I'll probably build my mum a house in Australia too.
Okay.
Just so she's got somewhere just to relax. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Give her that and then fuck off.
See you later.
You're happy. See ya.
I'll see ya.
Make sure my bed's made when you get home.
By the way, there's some washing in the basket.
Do that anyway. But no, that'd be it, man. Travel, experience it, see it. Why not?
Sick, brother. Now, if people want to find you, Joey boy, where can they find you, my friend?
Instagram, probably the best.
Yeah.
Joe_Beighton. And just hit me up.
And you've got one for Trailer Fit as well?
Yeah, I got on for Trailer Fit. At the moment, we're not operating until summer.
Yeah.
We're going to start again when the weather picks up in Melbourne. Trailer Fit, at trailer_fit. And we've got a men's event coming up as well in November, the start for November, 5th of November.
Cool.
Men's only. Just going to be strength work. Got the trailer coming, boxing and ice baths. We've got recovery lab coming. They're going to come down. Then we're going to have coffee truck and stuff like that. Trying to sell 150 tickets. Yeah. Just a men's only event. I just think important just for men, physical health. They come hand in hand with their mental health.
Of course, I love that.
So we're trying to do it at the start of November in Melbourne, down at Riva, just to set the tone for the rest of the month.
Yeah.
Instead of doing it at the end of the month, do you know what I mean? Do it at the start, sets the tone.
Yeah.
Everyone goes away. Yeah. So.
Just quickly, bro, I've got to ask one more question. So, does that mean you're doing November this year?
Well, I'm going to have to, innit? I'll be chopping the way.
What are we doing?
I'll do it. Yeah, I'll jump in and do it. Yeah, of course, I got to. But leading up to that, we've set up the Instagram page now. So we're going to try and like start moving it a bit more.
Yes.
That's kind of like the next one, and raise a certain amount of money for November, and just get men around and just, release it, get in the pain cave a little bit. Get it done, like get a physical workout done. You're going to walk away feeling better.
Yeah.
And no, there won't be no after party that goes on till 6 a.m. It's not going to happen.
Till 6 a.m.
No, it's not going to happen. We're not going to do that. We're keeping it real. Do you know what I mean? We're
Yeah,
keeping it real. It's men's only. So yeah.
Practicing what you preach, brother.
Yeah, that's it, man.
Now, it's quickly talking of Movember. If anyone has any suggestions for what I can do with my mustache and my beard this year, I'm open for it.
Yeah.
I'm happy to do anything. So, any of the listeners out there, just give me something rancid.
Yeah.
Give me something rancid. I'll go with one of them. But Joey, thanks for coming out, brother.
No worries, mate. Appreciate
you jumping
it.
on, bro.
Thanks, brother.
Mum.
Cheers. See ya.